Let's see if we can sandblast this and get it cleaned up a little bit. I'm no pro, but this looks to be doing not too bad with the sandblasting. Looks pretty well ready to go for a little bit more prep and then right into powder coating. So this is the old one here and then the new one on the right. Same with the bolt. Bolt cleaned up really nice. If my camera would focus. Excellent. Plugging the holes here where I don't want any sandblasting to get powder to get into, and then I'm taping up this end so we don't get any powder down there. The other end shouldn't get any in it anyway, and if it does, there's no threads or seals down at that side. So this tape is actually quite easy to cut. It's very thin plastic. You don't need much pressure on it at all to start cutting holes and trimming it up. Just going to make a hole here so that that can go in. You don't want this to be airtight anyway. That way when you warm it up, the air has some place to go. Now that they've been sandblasted, I'm just prepping the forks, the bottom part of the forks for sandblasting. I'm gonna hang them down lower, and then once I get them sandblasted, I'll move them to the rack. This way I've got a nice, lots of room to powder coat it. First though, I'm going to off gas them. So the oven is warming up and we're gonna off gas. Okay, so while that is cooling down and, well, off gassing and cooling down, I am going to mount, I want to also powder coat these screws and these head bolts and these which I have not yet powder coated. So I'm going to mount them in this so that I can get at the heads but protect the screws. Sort of like this. Let's see if this works. Just like that. Just like that. Now these I had masked off when I was sandblasting. Oh, look at all that stuff. I want you to do, come around behind me.
Oh God, I gotta do something?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Grab that one. Be careful because it's only hung on there a little bit. Okay, and I want you to take that out of there and put it in the oven when I take this one out.
Okay.
Careful how you pick it up, because if you touch that at all, or it knocks at all, then you're going to knock all the powder off, and we're going to have to start again. Okay. Not like that, the whole rack. Okay, just a second.
Oh, I thought you just wanted the piece. Okay, my bad, my bad.
That's okay, I'll grab the rack. Hold on to that, just hold on to that.
Sorry about that.
Okay, hang it on there.
This one, the wire is, this isn't hot, right?
No, this one's not hot.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think
You're
of our
missing a
rear
little,
brake?
you're missing some.
Yeah, I know, I couldn't get quite up underneath it, but that's the inside.
Oh, okay, so it's not really gonna matter.
Okay, so now what we do is we wait until that hits operating temperature. That's the front forks.
Those look really good. Nice too.
Yeah, they're just still cooling down though, so don't touch them.
Okay.
That's for most of the forks, a little bit on the triple tree.
They look really good.
The forks, and this is our front axle. And they're just cooling down. The front axle, just all I did was the little end bits, because the rest goes underneath bushing anyway. So, all right, the best pieces I've got so far. That. Alright, so here's the last piece that I'm working on today. Still a little bit warm, but I can handle it. The rear brake. And actually we've decided what we're going to do with the color scheme as well is going to be Spider-Man color scheme. So the red brake handles will fit right into that. I'm getting really excited about how some of the parts are turning out. And I've ordered some new parts for this, so I'm just kind of waiting for new parts, but I'm excited to get it all put back together, or at least some of it getting put back together. I get some seals in, and then I'll be able to do finish up the forks. We'll get a solution I've got coming in for the rear fender and the saddle and the tank, and once I get that squared out, then I can take the engine apart, get all this done, get this redone. So we're going to do a Spider-Man. The bike really is for the kids to ride, and they're all really into Spider-Man, so that'll look good. We're going to do the frame in a blue This engine will be black, but some of these covers, which I can take off and I can powder coat them in a red, potentially a black or a blue as well, and then the tank in red. Excited to see it all start to come together. But that's it for now. I have to wait for some new parts to come in and some more paint.